Hey guys, welcome to a video. Sorry, I need to find a good position to set the phone. Where we're going to be testing some airsoft guns. I got a new arsenal today. It's my first ever arsenal. First things first, we have the FN Black Star. I will be shooting this thing. I'll be showing you how to use it. Now the rattling, you can expect to hear. It's going to be there, and the gun is pretty loud. Wait, put safety on. I'll be first showing you what it looks like when it shoots, and then I'll be pointing out how to use it. Then I'll be pointing out my recommendations on them. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna yoink this. Here's the actual gun itself. Here is it firing. As you can see, the bullet travels very fast, at a fast rate. It's a pretty big gun, for me at least. And now we move on to the handgun. That was the Scar. We now move on to a Deagle. Now I need to find the name for this. It'll be in the description down below, the names for both of the guns, so you can find them if you want to buy them. Both of them I got off of Amazon, and they're both spring powered. Okay, more description on the guns will be in the description. So here it is. Pretty simple, pretty cool looking. Cut that. I'm trying to find a good angle for my phone. All right, here it is shooting. So you can see it makes a interesting sound whenever it's shot. Just listen to that sound. Take a real quick listen. Sounds like a coconut. All right, I'm gonna start off with the AR recommendations, pointing out a few things, all that good stuff. First things first, how to reload. There's BBs in here that are gonna fall out. That's the thing. There are always 3 BBs that no matter what will constantly fall out every time you eject the magazine. You didn't see them because they're small for the camera. But the way you reload, it is quite simple. All right, I will show you now. I'm gonna keep the magazine out. Okay, right here, you see this is a button right here. You see that? This right here? You press this button, which is then you can grab the magazine and pull it out of the gun. You don't need to press it again to put the magazine back in. You just gotta shove it in. And then I unscrewed the tops. This little part right here to the gun that you pull back to actually charge it will be on the other side. I moved it to this side for its ease, so it'll be easier. That's how you reload. Now, to add in the grip, this grip right here, you'll see on this part of the gun, there's a little switch, that little black switch right there. Push that down, and then you can slide it onto any of the rails except for the top one. Now, the top scopes that you'll see here and the one back here. It's hard to see because it's a really bright day. You can just flick these down and up if you want to have a scope or no scope. I recommend keeping them up because they'll help your aim. Now, there's a button back here you can press that'll allow you to adjust the stock. It's not necessary, and I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but you can do that if you want. And right here, this is a button. Push down, pull out, boom. It's an extended stock. So if you have longer arms and you're bigger than me, then I recommend adjusting it to a good size. That's the furthest it goes though. So if I were to give this gun a rating from a 0 out of 10, I'd give it a solid 7.5, 7 or 7.5. Now we move on to the Deagle. This is one of my favorites. It just feels so cool to hold. I really recommend this is one you should get. To reload, this one's a bit more confusing. Right, you see this little black button right here? You gotta push down on this and it'll automatically, here I will quickly move this back so you can see. It will automatically eject the magazine. Well, it'll automatically eject the magazine onto the table. So now with this out, I might have to reload the actual magazine, but with it out, you then put in the BBs, which I will show you in a minute. Then you just push it back into the gun, pull back on the top, You're ready to once again fire. Right here. You'll know it's empty because the gun will make a louder sound like that. To reload the guns, all right, this is the confusing part, the harder part. Okay, guys? All right. This one I'm going to have to show you specifically. So first, I recommend if you're getting an airsoft gun, you should buy a little pack of BBs like this, right here. Take the BBs, and for each one of these guns, from every gun, there will be a little slot like this one right here. So with your thumb or finger, pop it open so it looks like this. And then you take the nozzle of the BBs and you just dump them in. Now it's going to make a loud rattling sound. Once you've done that, you will see on the front of the magazine right here, you pull this down, and then I recommend to shake it because you want to get all the BBs in through that thin line there. You'll be able to see them all. Like what I just did. See how they're in now? You gotta grab onto this little nub here that's sticking out, pull it down until BBs, and shake it at an angle so it's tilted, and so the BBs can roll down into the gun. And then that's how you load the pistol. Then you obviously just shove it back in, shoot. So that's the pistol. And then the AR. The AR, sorry for the loud rattling noise. Now the AR, these things get really hot in the light. Now the AR. The AR is the bigger one, obviously. To load this one, it's much different than the pistol. The cartridge to open up and put into the back is right here on this tip. You gotta open that up with your finger or a thin object. So it then opens up like this. And then once again, grab your canister of BBs. This time I'm gonna try showing you what it looks like. So with your can of BBs, you want to grab the nozzle and unscrew it, pop it into the hole, tilt back and forth like this. Now same with the pistol, you gotta pull down on the part in the front of the magazine. You gotta pull down on the part in the front of the magazine, and then you kind of want to shake it again to get the bullets in there. With the bullets in place, just stick it right back in place, pull back the hammer, and fire away. Alright, now for the ratings for each one. I gave you the rating for the AR, 7.5. My rating for the pistol. The pistol works well, it shoots well, it's a good backup. Thing is, both of them are spring powered, so yeah, they're both good for starters because they're both spring powered, obviously. And spring powered are good for starters because gas powered, first you need to buy the gas canisters along with the BBs. They're more expensive in general. They look more realistic, which is a good thing. But still, the gas canisters cost like what? I think it's like $15 per canister of gas, and it takes a lot of gas to load up a magazine. So I advise you to spring powered. They're cheaper, they shoot fast, and they work well. Alright guys, well, that's my review on this Desert Eagle and this FN Scar. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.